Hello everyone, it's Butter Bob, and this video is going to be a little bit different than any video I've done in the past. We're going to do a little cooking experiment. You know, about a month or two ago I made a video about frying chicken in lard. Well, it caused one of the biggest controversies I've ever had on this channel and on Facebook. And basically because I filter people's comments on my YouTube channel, it's mostly been and largely been hidden from the public. People complaining about store-bought lard. And I can understand that. Some people are a little bit confused when they do that because there is a great difference between fully hydrogenated oils and partially hydrogenated oils. We're not going to get into that video in that subject right now in this video. But so I've been on the lookout for some oils, some good oils that don't have preservatives, that are made from animals who eat grass and grass only, not been treated with antibiotics, not have preservatives, has not been hydrogenated. And I've been searching and I found this company called US Wellness. And I actually wrote them and told them about myself and this channel, and they offered to send me free of charge several different oils so I could do a test video on them. But I wrote them back and told them that I would rather pay for them because I want this to be an honest assessment of these oils. And that's what I do on this channel. I don't endorse products. I don't try to hawk or sell products, or haven't in the past. If this turns out well, I'm going to put a link, what's called an affiliate link, to these oils. And if you want to help me out, you can buy them through my link. If you don't want to, that's fine. I never got into this to make money to start with. But of course, it does take money to do this. Well, here's the things. And let me tell you a little something about these oils. I've got 4 different kinds. I've got lamb tallow. I've got beef tallow, which is basically fat. I got lard, and I have something I've never tried before, duck fat. And these oils came FedEx in a box, and actually I wasn't home when it came, and they were sitting out in the blazing sun on my front doorstep. And I thought, oh no, you know, these are real oils. These are not oils that have been treated to preserve them. I was worried. Well, I got them in the house and opened them up, and the styrofoam box. They were in a cardboard box with a styrofoam cooler type thing inside of them. And even after sitting out in the blazing sun, they were still cold when I opened them up. So that was plus number 1 for US Wellness. And here they are, and they're kind of expensive, by the way, but I'm going to show you at the end of the video how you can save money even when you're spending money on something expensive like this. And I'm going to show you how you can reuse these oils. And if you're a person like me, if you're a person that's about my age, maybe your grandmother or your great-grandmother had a little coffee can of oil sitting beside their stove, her drippings can. Well, we can do something similar to that, and we can render that, and I'll show you later in the video how to do that. All right, so here's the oils. See if you'll come in close, I'm going to take the lid off, let you see what each one looks like. All right, here's what they look like. They come in these little tubs, about 1.7 pound tubs, and this is actually the duck fat. This is the pork. The lard. This is the beef tallow. It's a little bit more yellow than the pork, the lard. And this is the lamb tallow. It's a little even darker. And the prices on these are the lamb tallow is about $10.99. The beef tallow is $11.99. The lard is $12.95, and the duck fat is real expensive, $21.25 for this little can. So we're going to see how good they are, and we're going to do a taste test on them, and it's going to be a blind taste test. All right, so we've got this set up, and in just a second or two, you're from where you see, I'm going to have these all with some hot oils in there, and they're going to be the oils that's listed. I'm going to fry my chicken the way we did in the last video, and then my daughter is going to mix them up for me, and I'm going to do a taste test on them to see what they taste like and which one's the best, and hopefully it's going to be great. Look, as I've always told you, you can lose 100 pounds and get well with stuff bought right at your local store. And it's so easy to do. So when I do a video like this, don't misunderstand me. I'm not changing my opinion, but I'll be honest with you, in my own life, I upgrade some of the things I eat. And maybe you can't afford to upgrade your entire diet, but you can sure upgrade a few things. You can upgrade your cooking oil. You can upgrade your eggs and your butter. Butter and eggs are easy to find at the store. I mean, really good butter, like Kerrygold butter, or Happy Eggs. I've done a post on that at Walmart. These are chickens that get to roam around and eat like chickens are supposed to eat. And these products are good. I mean, they were really good. So you want to upgrade your food as you're able to upgrade it, as you can afford it. And try to upgrade it. I mean, you should, but I'm not going to be the person that's going to tell you that if you don't upgrade everything, you're not going to get well. That's just simply not true. So in just a second, you're going to see some hot oil melting in these pans. All right, guys, I've got all the oils melted, and we're going to do a little taste test on them before we get the oil real hot and put the chicken in. I just want to taste what the oil tastes like. I want to smell it. I want to taste it. So I've got my 4 spoons ready, and we're going to do a little taste test on it. All right, the first one is the lamb tallow, and I'm going to be honest with you. Lamb tallow has a very strong smell to it. It's not appetizing to me, and I'm not thinking I'm going to care for it, but I'm going to have to wait and see what it does to the chicken. It also has a very much a more yellow look to it than the other oils, and I'll show you that in a minute. So I'm going to do a little taste test on it and see what I think of the oil, the taste of it. It has kind of a strong taste to it too, and not terrible, but strong, a stronger taste than what I'm used to with lard. So I'm going to do the next one now. Just lay my spoon down. I'm going to get a little sip of coffee to wash my palate out. All right, this is the beef tallow, and it has a little bit of a yellow look to it too, but it's not as yellow as the lamb tallow. It may not show up on camera, so we'll just have to wait and see what it looks like. But it's a little less yellow than the lamb tallow. It has a much creamier taste to it. It's not got the real harsh smell to it. It's pretty good. I much prefer the taste of the beef tallow to the lamb tallow, and especially the smell of it. So we're going to go over here now. Now, I've never had lamb before. Never had the lamb fat before. And I've never had duck fat before. Let me try the lard first. This is the lard. And you can see this lard is just crystal clear. It doesn't have a yellow look to it at all. Do a little taste. Oh my goodness. It's creamy and good. Oh, it's good. Very creamy. No smell. Creamy like butter. It's delicious. So, of these 3 so far, I'm sticking with the lard still. Now we're going to try something I've never tried before, and that's the duck fat. And so I'm a little scared because I don't know what to expect. But I will tell you, when we were putting the oils in here, the fat in here, the duck fat was the softest. The duck fat was the softest. Oh my goodness. Now that's good. Uh-oh. I may have found a new favorite, and that's this duck fat. Of course, it'd be the most expensive one. Boy, guys, that is good. I'm going to give a little taste to my camera person here behind the camera. Let her taste that one. It's buttery, isn't it?
It's buttery. Tastes really good.
Now that's good. Okay, guys, in just a second, we're going to get these oils up to 350, and we're going to get the chicken ready to go in. And we're going to follow the same thing that we did with our other video when I was cooking the chicken. We're going to get our oils up to 350. Before we put them in, we're going to put the chicken in, skin down, and we're going to cook it the 7-7-7-7 way. And we're just going to do a blind taste test on which one is the best. Catch you in a few seconds when I get my oils up to temperature. All right, guys, as you see, starting to smoke a little bit. We're going to get our house smoked up. Well, we've got it up to 350. I just tested it a minute ago. If you're not used to cooking chicken, get you one of these little thermometers. I've actually got this one back here just a little bit hot, not too hot, but a little bit. We're going to put about 3 or 4 pieces of chicken in each one. Wow. I think I can get one more piece in. All right, guys, well, I've got, I made a little mess, but I've got 3 pieces of chicken in each one. We're going to start the 7-minute timer and see what happens. You might notice that I've got this little thing here. It's my microphone. I've got it running. That's the only way I could think to get it so that you can hear me any direction. This little weird thing sticking out of my apron. All right, just like my other video, we covered it for 7 minutes. We're going to take it off. It's been 7 minutes. We're going to take it off and turn it. I got these little pie pans to make it a little easier to cover these cast iron skillets. And when you drop it in the first time, make sure you drop it in skin down. Then we're going to turn it, let it cook for... Oh, I'm not supposed to turn it this time. Mistake, sorry. We're just uncovering it this time. Just going to uncover it this time. I'm using these tongs because I'll tell you what, this hot oil will burn you. So be careful, guys. Usually don't have so much stuff on the stove. All right, see you back in 7 minutes. All right, guys, it's been about 7 minutes. I wanted you to get a little closer look. You can see, and it may be the stove itself, but it seems like the lard chicken is getting a little browner than some of the other chickens. We're just going to turn them and cover them again. Kind of messed up on the last one. I was going to turn it too quick. Going to turn it. You can see it's getting good and brown. This is the lard chicken. And this one is the duck fat. Not as brown. Yeah, maybe a little bit. It may be my stove eye too. Here's the lamb. It's got a nice color to it. But this oil is a little darker too. My skin stuck a little bit on there. Using these iron skillets, it may not take quite as long as some of the other, when you use a non-stick pan. If you use an iron skillet, the chicken might cook a little faster. We'll soon know. That one's gonna stick. This is the beef tallow here, the beef fat. Got a pretty nice color to it. They're all browning up pretty good. The duck fat's not browning quite as good as the other ones, but it may be the eye that it's on. But it's doing pretty good. Now I'm gonna cover them up again for 7 minutes. And we'll be back when that happens, and we'll turn them. If you're not used to cooking chicken, I do suggest that you get a thermometer, a meat thermometer, to stick in the meat. Try to get it up to about 160 degrees internally, and that'll be on the safe side. If you're an old-handed chicken cooking, you can probably do it without that. So, catch you back in 7 minutes. All right, we're back. It's been about 7 minutes. We're going to take the lids off again and check our chicken. It looks like it's getting done. It may be getting done a little faster than I thought it should. I like my improvised lids. All right, it's getting real brown. We're going to let it cook open now. And guys, if you're not used to cooking chicken, you might want to get you one of these meat thermometers. You can stick it right in the chicken and see what the internal temperature is. In fact, I'm going to look at it right now just to kind of gauge that we're not overcooking it. Just stick it down in the thickest part of the chicken and see what happens. All right, we're back, and these things are done. I've checked them with my handy dandy meat thermometer, and I'll be honest with you, on the lamb tallow one, I cooked one of them a little bit too much. So she'll discount that on the taste test. So let's do the lard first. I'm gonna get them out. Just gonna quickly get them out. I know we should drain the grease and all that stuff, but we're just gonna hurry and get this done. The duck fat. The lamb tallow. And there's the one I got two done, as you can see on the camera. Two done. Wasn't watching it close enough. All right, and then we got our beef tallow, beef fat. Everything's off. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go into the living room and we're going to do a little taste test. My daughter's going to mix these up. She's going to blindfold me. We're going to taste test them. Now, normally I would take butter and garlic salt and I would rub these down. You know, we haven't breaded these at all. I would rub them down with a little butter and garlic salt. But I want to know the real taste of these oils on this chicken so that you'll know if you decide to buy this stuff what you're getting into, at least from my perspective. And my daughter and son-in-law are also going to taste it, but they don't want to be on camera, and they're going to give an opinion on it too. So we're going to get a good, honest opinion on these things and know what they are, and see you back in just a second. All right, we're back, and as you can see, I'm blindfolded, and we're going to do a little taste test, and I'm not going to know which one's which. My son-in-law Dakota is going to hand me a plate, and I'm just going to get a piece of chicken off and take a bite, and we're going to go from there. So I'm ready when you guys are. I can't see what's going on.
Number one.
Number one? All right, here's number one. Let's see. I'm just going to grab a piece. Take a bite. That's pretty good. That was good. All right. I need a napkin. All right. All right. I'm ready for number 2.
Number 2.
All right, number 2. I'm going to get me a drumstick if I can feel for one. That's pretty good too.
You want to describe the flavor?
What
if
does
it's
it
different?
taste like?
It's pretty good. It's got a little bit of a twang to it, but it's pretty good. It's not got a twang. It's just, it has a more powerful taste to it than the first one did. Pretty good though.
All right. Number 3.
All right, number 3. The last one had just a little bit of an aftertaste to it. All right, here's number 3. That's got a good taste to it. I like that one.
Want to
Got-
describe the flavor?
It's got a little bit of a twang to it too. But it's pretty good. Not bad. A little bit of a twang to it.
All right. Plate 4 and final.
Alright. Alright, here's the last one. We'll see how it goes. That last one had a little bit of twang to it, so
What is twang?
like a powerful taste, a different taste than I'm used to. Yeah. No, that one's good.
Describe that one's taste.
Real good. Smooth taste. No twang. Kind of buttery. Good.
If you had to make a guess, which one do you think that was?
This is the lard or the duck fat. Probably, if I was guessing.
And the one before that?
I'd say it was probably the lamb because of the powerful twang to it. I don't know. Here's the same back.
All right. You ready for the reveal?
He's already tasted the oils, so.
Yeah, I tasted the oils. All right, I'm ready for the reveal. What we got? The lard. The lard was the best. And the duck fat. I liked it too. It is, I'll be honest with you folks, I don't know what I look like after being covered up. I'll be honest with you. I did not like the lamb. I'm going to be straight honest with you. It had a twang to it, and I'll be honest with you, the beef tallow one, was that the second one?
Yes.
It also had a bit of a twang. Not bad, but a bit. So there's no doubt in my mind that the duck fat and the lard was the best. And in fact, I want to try just the duck fat and the lard just to see if I can tell a difference in them. The duck fat is good. I mean, leave it to me to pick the most expensive one. But buddy, I'm telling you, it is good. It's every bit as good as the lard. I'm going to try the lard one more time. I'm still saying that the duck fat and the lard are the best. I will probably say that the lard was the best. Now, my family does not want to reveal themselves on camera that much, so they're going to do a taste test, and I'm going to tell you the results of theirs. Be back in a second. All right, guys, I think you can see by the plates here which ones everybody liked. Definitely the duck fat, definitely the lard. They're good. I mean, they're good. The duck fat actually has a little bit less greasy taste than the lard. And they both have a very nice buttery taste to them. They have a mouthfeel like butter. So and they don't have any aftertaste or before taste, and they're good. The smell test is the thing that bothered my daughter the most, and it bothered me a little bit. The lamb has a little bit of a smell to it. The tallow has a little bit of a smell, but not nearly as powerful as the lamb. The duck fat and the lard, no smell. And they're good. And now this is with no seasoning, no salt, nothing. And I mean, honestly, the lamb, the duck fat chicken probably didn't even need any butter added to it. It was that good. The lard was really good. In fact, I'll tell you what, this is better than store-bought lard. It just has a really nice texture to it, a nice taste to it. Even when I tasted it out of the pan, it was really good. Both of those were. So I'm 52 years old. I've never had duck fat in my life. I'm a new fan of duck fat. Now, it's expensive. And at the end of this video, we're going to show you what you can do to save money, because you can save this fat. And I'm going to show you that in the next scene. So here's the deal on these things. I have a affiliate with U.S. Wellness Meats. You can order these products from them, and they have a lot of other things. They have grass-fed beef. They have tallow, suet that you can melt down yourself to make your own lard. They have steaks. They have everything, and it's all grass-fed, all good stuff. Remember my last video, I talked about how the fact that sheep and cows, they eat grass to feed their internal bacteria. These are fats that have been made from cattle that were raised that way, and pigs that were raised that way, and ducks that were raised eating their natural foods. And so if you're going to upgrade something, upgrade that. In order to order from them, whether you use my link or not, that's up to you. But you have to make a $75 order. And so that's a little expensive to do that. But the $75 in lard, it's going to last you for a long, long time. So if you're looking to upgrade your lard, I'm going to say yes to the lard. You may like the tallow. I didn't really like it that much. I didn't hate it. Lamb, I pretty much hated it. The duck, it's delicious. It's delicious, and it's expensive. It's almost $22 a pail, so you can get it. And with this company, if you'll put the word butter in the coupon code, you're going to get a discount when you order. Okay, the next scene and the last scene of this video is going to be showing you how to save money on this lard by filtering it and putting it back in the refrigerator so you can use it again. All right, guys, I got this little handy dandy thing we're going to store it in. This is better than your grandma's old coffee can, because you can put it in the refrigerator, and we'll seal it up so that we don't get the flavors from other stuff. Just going to put it there on the counter and use a little strainer and a coffee filter. We'll lay it right on top. I've let this oil cool down. Just pick up the pan and pour it in there, and we got it. Just going to pour it right into the... And save that delicious duck fat. That's what I'm doing right now. Just pouring it all out. We'll put it in the refrigerator. And I got it for next time. I can heat it up just a little bit and fry some more chicken in it. And even though this stuff is expensive, you can reuse it several times. So you made an order, you could make this last a pretty good long while. Lard will keep in the refrigerator for a long time, and this lard has not got the preservatives in it, so you need to keep it refrigerated. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I sure did. And See you next time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Hey babies. Hey babies. Hey. Hi Carlos. Hi Carlos. Hi Carlos. Hi Chiquita. Hi Carlos. You're not getting.
Yeah.
Hi Carlos. Hi Chiquita. Chiquita. Carlos. Chiquita. Hi Chiquita. Chiquita.
Turtle puppies.